No. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. No. I don't. No. I don't want to do it. Make someone else do it. I don't want to. No, I want to. No, I'm gonna go read. I don't want to do the vlog. I don't like it. No. Hello, my beautiful ducklings. It's your friendly Grumpeteer. I'm back in one of the Steven Universe vlog, and today's episode is Alone Together. Ooh, was it? It was something. It was. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fan Fiction Theater with the Grumpeteer. I'll be your host tonight. I'm the Grumpeteer. Today's Fan Fiction Theater brought to us by Tumblr fan Neozaki Mio Ghibli Lover 26 is If Steven and Connie Fused Together. A beautiful, not steamy. That'll be too far. Not steamy, but it's pretty nice fan fiction someone wrote up on Tumblr. And the nice people at Steven Universe, the nice people at Cartoon Network, were so kind as to make it into an actual episode, and we get Alone Together, and boy, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's a bad episode. It's a bad episode. I'm not sugarcoating anything. It's a bad episode. It's the most pointless episode. I mean, that thing about the fan fiction that I opened the video with, that was a joke. But literally, if someone told me this was a fan fiction someone made in to a episode of the Steven Universe, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I can see that. Like, this seems like people write those super stupid fan fictions. It's like Superman and the Joker, they end up together because secretly they loved each other the entire time. And it's like, that's stupid. No one would ever, was he there? No one would ever do that. It's stupid. Well, this is literally like if Rebecca Sugar made fun of all those fan fictions and made an episode about it. But it's so pointless. I mean, okay, it's understandable you do that. It's funny, be the ultimate fan fiction maker, play it up as a joke, but they don't play it up as a joke. They play it up really slowly paced and strange. It's weird. It's a weird episode. Steven and the Gems are playing Just Dance Revolution in the beginning of the episode because they're trying to learn how to fuse together, and we get a whole bunch of pointless dancing scenes and a fan fiction owie scene of Garnet pinning Pearl up against the wall, complete with blushing. And then Steven pins up Pearl against the wall. So there's two fandoms already. I mean, literally, episode's like 30 seconds in. Two ships have been shipped. They've been shipped already. It's weird. And so they dance, and Steven can't. My hair's all messed up. And Steven can't dance because, I don't know, he can't dance. He can't fuse with the other gems. So he goes to talk to Connie, because that's what people do. And Connie says that she can't dance either. So Steven conveniently turns on non-copyrighted music on his iPod while the iPod symbol is still on pause, but whatever. And they dance around for a little while, because Steven wants Connie to conquer her fear of dancing around. There's plenty of blushing fandom moments in it. It's a pointlessly long scene, obviously. It's pretty filler at times, but it's full of enough fan fiction dreams come true and blushing galore to keep the Tumblr fans happy. And then Steven wakes up, and Connie wakes up, but Steven's a woman, and Connie's a man, but they're fused together. They're one person. They're a woman who's also a man? Why would he be a girl, or would he be a boy? Would he be both? What? So, it's weird enough, Steven wakes up, first thing he does, he's like, yep, let me just feel my butt, yep, I'm a girl. literally, he wakes up and he has his hands and he like caresses, bottom. This is weird, weird. He caresses his butt and he goes up. He's like, yeah, I'm an hourglass. It's normal. And then Steven and Connie find out that they're fused together. I think they find that out by jumping off a mountain into the ocean. Of course, that's what I do. I wake up, look at my hand. No, not Grumpeteer. I'm gonna go jump off a cliff. That's normal. And they wash up on shore, and then they want donuts. So they go to the big donut, and Lars and Sadie are there, and there's another pointless temptation scene with Lars and Steven Connie girl, I think, and then they leave that, and they kind of don't come back to that. And oh no, this was before the jumping off the mountain scene, because it's normal. It's normal. That's what kids do. That's what kids do. Couldn't stop me from jumping off cliffs. I do it all the time. I'm gonna do it right after this video. I can't wait. I'm going with some friends. It's gonna be great. Anyway, they go back to the temple, and the gems have no idea what's going on, but Garnet just tells them to go have fun. Do they explain why a human and a gem, well, a human and a half gem, half human creature could fuse together? No. Do they explain anything? No. No, they don't. No. Nope. So they get the donuts after, like, they go back to the shop, all that stuff. They get the donuts and they meet Frozone guy. What's his name? The guy with the hair. Yeah, that's the guy. He's the guy from the episode of the Cargo Pants. He's one of the cool kids. He's one of the cool kids from Lars and the Cool Kids. And he says they're having a rave at some abandoned warehouse. So, you know, Steven, Connie, person. They had a name. I don't remember what it was. It's like Stefani. Yeah, Stefani, that's what it was, I think. I'm just going to call him Steven and Connie thing. So, Steven and Connie thing go to the warehouse, which is actually the same warehouse from Tiger Millionaire. I noticed that. And they go to the place, and everybody's raving, and for some reason, the DJ guy is playing, instead of on records, he's playing on little Game Boys and Game Boy Advances, which, okay, I mean, that's cool, but why? I mean, if you're going to be the DJ, you have a computer, or you have you bring your turntables or something. You don't take your Game Boy and you're like, dance to that. Oh, here comes the bass drop. There it is. That was it. That was the bass. There it is again. No, it was weird. I mean, it's really cool, you know, to see them use a Game Boy pretty much shamelessly. Well, Game Boy Color. I mean, it was yellow, and you know, noobs. And Game Boy Advance was a little like more rectangular shaped one, kind of looks like a Game & Watch. It was, you know, it was cool to see them use that, but it was kind of like, if it was just pointless. Why would they do that? It's cool, but it doesn't have any purpose. Why would it? And if it's only for a few seconds, like if they only show that scene for a few seconds, it was like having Skrillex and Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, it's cool. Skrillex is there. Why is he the DJ? Because he's a DJ in real life? That he was, whatever. It doesn't make sense. And then we get more dancing. And then we get more Connie, Steven conversations with some random guy. And then there's more dancing. And the guy tries to, you know, hit on Connie, Steven thing. So they go and they do a crazy dance. And then they split back into the two, Connie and Stevens. And the guy throws glow sticks at people. Does that make any sense to you? No. Oh. Didn't make sense to me either. This is the most pointless... What? What even happened? What? let's list the problems. 10 minutes in, I just explained the plot. Let's list the problems. If you're still watching, 1, why would they fuse together? That doesn't make any sense. I guess they dance. That kind of makes sense. But why would a human and a human/gem like fuse together? As cliche as it might sound, you should take a moment to explain what's happening to your main characters. 2, what's with all the blushing and all the romance, like all the fandom stuff in this episode? I mean, first off, like there's a lot of blushing in this episode. That's pretty much it. There's a lot of like lines on the cheeks, a lot of anime style, blushing. Like the beginning, Garnet does that thing like she pushes her hands against the wall and Pearl's in between her hands, like going in for the kiss or something, and Pearl blushes at that. I mean, why would they even add that? That's such a mixed message, and it's just weird. And then Steven and Connie are blushing like halfway through, like whole half of the episode, and then they go into the big donut, and Lars and Sadie are blushing, and then they go, and when Connie and Steven thing are eating their donuts, and the rave guy comes over, he's blushing for some reason, and like half the people in the club are blushing for no reason. Why is there so much blush in this episode? What? This doesn't make any sense. My auto-tune broke. Anyway, it doesn't make any sense. Why is there so much blush? I mean, like, I can understand, Steven and Connie are dancing together, and, they're little kids. They get embarrassed. They're kind of being a little romantic. All right, blush, I can see how it's needed. Pearl gets pinned up against the wall against Garnet. Blush wasn't needed, but I can understand why. The lady walks into the big donut. Steven and Connie thing walks into the big donut. Lars is blushing. Okay, that makes sense. He's a hot girl. He's like, oh, it's hot girl. But why is Sadie blushing? What does that mean? I have a horrible case of Bieber fever. I apologize. Anyway, why is Sadie blushing? What? Is she like the Connie and Steven thing? Is she jealous? Jealous people don't blush. Why was the rave guy blushing? Why half the people in the club blushing? Are they sweaty? They're all standing still. What does it mean? It's so confusing. And the way they explain, because they literally give no explanation for what Steven and Connie fusing together is supposed to be, it's really confusing, obviously. You don't know is it Steven who's controlling the body? Is it Connie who's controlling the body? Is it both of them who are controlling the body? Why do I have Ebola? Is it both of them that are controlling the body? It doesn't make what? And they'll talk to each other, but they'll be like, "Oh, sure, I'd love to do that." And then they'd say like, "What should we do?" And then in the same voice, they'd be like, "We should go to the park," something like that. Why would you even do that? Like, explain! Explain! It's not bad to explain. Okay, people might get a little bored explaining what's going on, but still, it's better that people are bored for like a measly couple seconds while you explain, oh, Steven is in charge, Connie's in charge, their minds are fused together, so they have to, cooperate to, make actions possible. It's easy to just add that in. Really, that took me like 2 seconds to think up and like 4 to say. I mean, it's not that hard. You're not going to shave time off the episode by doing that. And if you were, you could take out like half the pointless scenes of them dancing or them jumping off cliffs or getting donuts. Why did they get donuts? They were hungry. Okay, what? They didn't have to be hungry. They got on the beach and they were suddenly hungry. They didn't have to be hungry. They could have just washed up on the beach. And the guy's sitting there, he's like, hey, rave party. It would have made as much sense as walking through the donut shop with your magic crystal hair shooting everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. This episode doesn't make any sense. Rebecca Sugar, Ian, I love you both. You're great. You're great people. You do a great job on this show. But this is not. This is bad. Okay, this one's bad. This is a bad apple. You didn't get it this time, alright? You really dropped the ball on this one. I'm disappointed. I love Steven Universe, but this one, worst Worst episode yet. Worst episode yet. I can't think of any that I disliked more. I really can't. I mean, this is... The other ones that I didn't like, okay, they didn't make any sense, but they were harmless. They kind of fit into the storyline. This literally could have been taken out and never mentioned again, and it would have made just as much sense. It's the most pointless episode I've ever seen in this series, and overall, like, in most of the series I've ever watched, this is one of the most pointless episodes I've ever seen. I mean, Adventure Time has some pretty pointless ones. But this is like if that episode of Adventure Time where Ice King takes his fan fictions and he tries to get them granted by the magical oven mitts wizard. This is like if Ice King took his Tumblr fan fictions of Steven and Connie morphing together and becoming one, and then made it into an episode. It's bad. I don't like it. I wasted enough time. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked it, or that subscribe button with your face, nose, butt, and don't jump off any cliffs today. And if so, make sure you're hungry for donuts first.